This is Ear Crest Raymond. Raymond stands beautifully to be tacked up, groomed, fly sprayed and all. Here's the harness. When we drive him outside for trail driving purposes, I don't even put a martingale on him. He doesn't really need one. We're not trying to set his head. He goes kind of low and long and just trots around the property and really likes it. So this is his work harness. He's got no shoes on right now. We pulled his shoes for the fall and winter, and he's been showing a long time. The type of home that I'd like him to have is a home where he gets a lot of attention and grooming and doesn't really have to show. He showed the last few years with me in Morgan Pleasure Driving. He's done really well. He did really well at Randolph for 2 years in a row, and then this year he won the Morgan Pleasure Driving Championship at Brown County Charity down in Southern Ohio. And he wins locally too, small shows. He does not need to wear an overcheck overcheck or a martingale, like I said, when he's just going to be driven outside and just for trail driving purposes. And we usually lunge or round pen the horses before we work them, just so we can see how they are and let them stretch out a little bit and work out the kinks. But he's really good. He trots and canters on cue in the round pen, and he bathes, clips. He clips really well. I taught him to clip his ears a lot better, so he's really good about that. He stands like a statue to get his feet clipped, and he stands like a statue to get his face washed and his whole body washed, so he's really easy with that. He trailer loads with no problem, no pulling or anything, and he'll haul to shows with pretty much any horse. So I'm going to show you that I can hook Raymond all by myself. He's really easy. I'm going to put the blinkers on. Most people want a practical horse that they can handle if they're going to buy a horse like this that's older and keep it at home and play with it a little bit and just drive him by themselves. They want to be able to do all of this by themselves. Okay, so Raymond walks on concrete, gravel, grass, dirt, anything you want. He'll march right over it. He'll go up and down hills. It'd be easier if he had a harness with britching on it, like a carriage driving harness, so you could go up and down hills more easily. He's super happy outside. He just kind of bobs his head and really steps under himself and really marches and really likes it. He doesn't care about cats laying in the middle of the lane here, as you can see. Doesn't care about other horses being outside, dogs, other animals, whatever. He'll do it all. Go up and down the driveway. He'll go all around the yard, by the woods, in between bushes and trees, tight spaces. He'll do all of that. We haven't tried water obstacles or bridges yet, but probably he would do that too. So we'll just show a few clips here and there of going through spots, up and down. We're in our front yard of our farm right now. And we're gonna go right through this tight space here, which he does not care about. Gonna go right on down this hill, right over by the woods. I'm doing this video because I don't know if a video going around and around an indoor arena is going to show you what you want to see on a horse that you're trying to get to bring home and use on your property. So he takes anti-inflammatory Previcox for his mild arthritis in his hocks, and it's just an oral medicine. It's not that expensive. It's pretty easy to deal with. He eats it in his grain, no problem. That's the only thing that he takes is that. And then if he's in really hard work, he can take Bute orally but other than that, he's a pretty easy boy. Really, really good feet. Doesn't need any shoes unless you want to show him, but he doesn't like to flat walk showing, so I think he would be better, just as I said before, just to do trail driving. He really likes to drive more than ride, and he's a lot more sound driving than riding. So instead of you making a trip all the way out to our farm just to look at him, you can look at this video and get a good idea of what it's like to be behind him. He's really good, really solid, easy to drive. You can see my hands, just kind of light touch, just kind of goes wherever you point him. You cluck once and you can go all day long. Goes right up to the woods. In and out of the shade, whatever you want. I have my mom sitting in the bike videotaping for me, so that's why my lines are off to one side. And you'll see here we're going to come up to a really big patch of really tall grass, and provided that my wheels don't have problems with the grass, he'll march right through it. So we're just going to walk right across this big grass. He didn't even hesitate, goes right through it, no problem. I can unhook him by myself, obviously. When he shows, he's pretty game, and he can be pretty up-headed and pretty fancy, but we kind of, oh, there goes my phone. We kind of, when he's at home, like with this bridle and this kind of setup, he just is really quiet. He's got no shoes on, as I said before, so he just feels super relaxed and more like a normal horse.